Hello, my dear children. Welcome in Archana class in online class. Today I am going to teach you biodiversity. This is very easy chapter, very simple chapter, very easy to understand. All of you learn this chapter in summer break. Let us come with me and try to understand contents related with the biodiversity. Biodiversity, all of you try to identify this organ is, and this organ is. All of you have studied it in class 11th and give me name of these animals. Here I want to say you there are different forms of the life. Now which do you like better? I hope your answer will be this. In this diagram, this, in this one, and in this one, in what I want to show here actually I am showing you different forms of life. So try to understand different forms of life actually helps us to understand biodiversity. What is the literal meaning of biodiversity? Bio means life and diversity means variety, different forms. So different forms of life on the earth constitute biodiversity. Or you can say that biodiversity means variety of life on the earth, different forms of life on the earth. The term biodiversity was first coined in 1980 by W.G. Rosen. It is a shortened and combined version of two words, biological and diversity. So what is biodiversity? It is a biological diversity that includes variety of the whole species present on the earth. What does it include? It includes different animals, plants, microorganisms, not only plants and animals, their genes also, ecological complexity, nice, and which they are a part. There are more than 20,000 species of ants, 3 lakh species of beetles, 28,000 species of fishes, nearly 20,000 species of orchid. What does it mean? It means variety of life on the earth. Whether or not a species can survive and colonize an area depends on the environmental condition of on the same area, a range of the tolerance of the species. So this is very important question for the CBSE exam. On which factor a species survive? A species survive in an area. Number one depends on their environmental condition of the area. Number two, tolerance of the species in that environment. So this is very important to learn. इसका मतलब क्या है? कोई स्पीसीज किसी भी एरिया में सर्वाइव होता है या कॉलोनी में रहता है या उसके इन्वायरमेंट पे डिपेंड करता है. दूसरा किस चीज़ पर डिपेंड करता है? वह कितना उस इन्वायरमेंट में अपने आप को एडजस्ट करते हैं या टॉलरेट करते हैं. इंडिया हैज़ now magnitude of biodiversity. Magnitude means how we can measure the diversity. So India has approximately 45,000 of species of plants, nearly twice as many species of the animals. India therefore is one of the 12 mega diversities countries of the world. Numerous species that are yet to be identified are believed inhabit tropics and coral reefs. The number of species present in tropics can be estimated by comparing species richness between tropics and temperate areas. This is again very important question. How we can estimate the number of species? Number of species estimate by comparing the species present in the given area. So here we have to compare with the tropics and temperate area. Inventories are nearly complete for the most group of organisms in the temperate area. So in this manner, what scientists did? Scientists have now in this manner calculation of the total species in the world, that is approximately 5.50 million. So scientists by this method collect the approximate number of species in the world. The most intriguing aspect of biodiversity is that 70% of all species are animals, whereas plants account for only 22%. Among the animals, insects are more numerous, about 70%, with present estimate 7 out of 10 animals. What I am telling? Present estimate of 7 out of 10 animals. So that's why we are knowing that Arthropoda is the largest phylum in the animal world kingdom, animal kingdom. Further, the knowledge about protists, archaebacteria, viruses is quite less. With that information, the magnitude of biodiversity will further increase. So how we can measure the biodiversity? This is very clear that by comparing the species in different area, and after that we gather the information about the species. Now see this. This is the pie chart. This pie chart is actually reflection of global biodiversity, proportionate number of species of major taxa of plants, invertebrates and vertebrates. So this is very important again for the CBSE exam. Generally question is given as on the basis of this pie chart, find out the percentage of insect present in the world. So all of you well known insect is includes actually related with the phylum Arthropoda, and that is the largest phylum in the world, that is on the earth. So in this pie chart, this is very clear that insect percentage is more in compared to the other invertebrates. In this pie chart, all of you are able to see this is clear cut. Fishes percentage are more in compared to the other vertebrates. In case of plant, fungi and angiosperms are more in compared to the other plants. So biodiversity is the term popularized by sociologist Edward Wilson. So remember this name. Sociologist name is Edward Wilson, who popularized this term biodiversity to describe the combined diversity at all the levels in organization. Means whatever the level of organization, cellular, tissue level or any organ and organ system level, what is the combined diversity at the all level organization. So he clearly explained about that there are 3 types of diversity: genetic diversity, species diversity and ecosystem diversity. So what are the type of biodiversity? 3 types: genetic, species and ecosystem. Try to understand what is genetic diversity. All of you noticing all these 3 images? This is Chihuahua, Beagle and this one is Rottweilers. All these 3 animals belong from the same species, but they are different with each other. What is the reason? Guess what is the reason? Yes, my dear children, variety in their genes. So they are different with each other. Now try to see all the faces. When you try to recognize all the faces, all these are human beings. Species is same, but face recognition is different. What is the reason? Definitely they are differ in their genes. In case of the dog, species is same but they are different with each other on the basis of variety of the genes. So this is very clear that what is genetic diversity. Genetic diversity is the number and type of genes, as well as you can say that chromosome present in the different species. So variation in the gene and their allele in the same species. Genetic diversity refers to diversity within a species. So remember this is very important line. Genetic diversity refers to diversity within a species. And this is a micro level organization. We are talking here micro level. Gene means micro level organization of the system. Each individual species possesses gene, as you know, bee, dog, mango tree, anything that possesses genes. And that is the source of own unique feature that gives organism own unique feature. Like I have given you in example of human being just before this slide. The huge variety of people's faces reflects each person's genetic individuality. The term genetic diversity also covers distinct population of single species that has distinct population, such as thousands of breeds of different dogs, numerous varieties of roses. You will be surprised to know the name of the plant, medicinal plant, well-known medicinal plant that is used to lower the blood pressure, Rolfia vomitoria, growing in different Himalaya ranges, but they are different in their genetic variety. On what basis they are different? On the basis of potency and concentration of the active chemical reserpine. Reserpine is an alkaloid and that is hypertensive in nature, used to lower the blood pressure. So in Himalayan ranges, these plants are grown but they are genetically different with each other. And all of you know that the rice variety in India, there are different strains of the rice, and you will be surprised to know in India 50,000 genetically different strains of the rice. So remember that sometimes question is given about the given in the CBSE exam a strain of rice, genetic diversity or a specific diversity or ecosystem diversity. If the question is given as a strain, so understand definitely this is genetic diversity. And 1000 varieties of mangoes. Second is, here all of you are able to see images of Rolfia. This Rolfia vomitoria is actually grown in the Himalayan region at the different places, but you are able to see the species is same but they are different with each other. Why they are different with each other? Due to potency as well the presence of the chemicals. And what is the region? That is the genetic variety, that is the differences in their gene, maybe chromosome. Okay, now come on average a bacteriophage has 100 genes. So when you study the bacteriophage stage, bacteriophage means virus infected bacteria that has 100 genes. Drosophila melanogaster 13,000 genes. All experiment related with the biology in heredity especially is actually done on the Drosophila. Drosophila is also known as queen of heredity. Homo sapiens 30,000 to 40,000 genes. So now this is very clear that variation in the genes of a species increase with increase in size. Suppose that if you are talking about the dog, cat and elephant. So elephant is variation, elephant size is more, so the number of genes are also more in that. And environmental parameters of the habitat where the organisms live, so variation of genes of a species increase with increase in size. Second is environmental parameters of the habitat where does they live. Genetic diversity is very important, so sometimes question is given as what is the importance of genetic diversity. It helps adaptation That means it is useful in adaptation to change in the environmental conditions. Suppose that if some of the person from Mumbai move towards the South Africa or South America, initially they will feel some trouble to adjust in that environmental condition. But with course of time, their next generation cope with that environment. That means adapt with the change in the environmental condition. So what happens here? It helps in speciation or evolution of new species. Speciation means arising of new species from older ones. Lower genetic diversity within a species or variety is also very important. Why? Because of sometimes we want to yield higher and uniform. For example, if we want to grow a rice plant that yield is very high, so in that condition, lower genetic diversity help us to grow same kind of rice. But this is very important to understand. It is susceptible to degradation also when we grow same kind of plant in same field again and again to get more quantity and quality. So that actually harmful, that degrade the character of the plant, that degrade the quality of the plant, and that may be prone to mass scale destruction at the hands of fungal or insect attacks. Now try to understand diversity of number of species. That means species diversity. Here I have given you three examples. Number one, monkey. Number two, dragonflies. Number three, meadow beauty. All these are different with each other. All these are related with the different species. Now we are coming on macro level organization. Species actually fact is that very difficult to define. When we talk about the species, this is the same kind of individuals that can breed with each other, live with each other. So this is difficult. But when we talk about the habitat, that means definitely our point towards the ecosystem. And ecosystem is actually relation between the biotic and abiotic component. So the study of ecosystem is also termed as ecology. So this is very important to understand habitat, like terrestrial habitat, aquatic habitat, different types of habitat. Species diversity is the number of different species that is represented in given community. So always try to understand species live in a community. Human beings live in a community. Dog live in a community. Mango live in a community. So a species in given community actually gives us concept about the species diversity. For example, if you study the amphibian found in the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat, there are great diversity in the Western Ghat in compared to the Eastern Ghat, and I have provided you image of the amphibians in the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat, and try to understand what are the differences in the species in given community. So now let us try to understand in details species diversity and variety in the numbers and richness of the species of a region. So now this is very important for the numeric species richness. The number of species per unit area is called species richness. Second thing is that is species evenness, number of individuals of different species in given area represents species evenness or species equitability. Third, communities where species are represented by more or less the same number of individuals exhibit evenness. And fourth one, communities where one or more species have more individuals than other show dominance and unevenness. So try to understand. Suppose that there is 1 meter square area, mango tree, banana tree, apple tree, different types of trees are present in 1 meter square. that gives us information about the species richness. But what is the meaning of species evenness? Number of individuals of different species in 1 meter square area. Suppose that there is 5 mango plant, 5 apple plant, 5 banana plant. That means this is the representation of species evenness. And take other example. In 1 meter square area, now 8 mango plant, only 2 apple plant, and 3 banana plant. So here this actually gives us information about the dominance of mango plant or unevenness. Species diversity is the product of species richness or evenness or equitability. So what does it mean? Species diversity means how many it is related with the speciation. When the number of species present in unit area is more, diversity in species are also more. Odom et al. Calculate species diversity as number of species per thousand individuals, while Minhin 1964 calculates it as number of species in relation to a square root of total number of individuals. Now I hope all of you understand what is the meaning of species diversity. Third one is variety of ecosystem. When we talk about the ecosystem, all of you know that this is the relationship between the abiotic and biotic component. So there are different types of ecosystem like lake, pond, river. These are an example of freshwater ecosystem. Rock, coast, sand dune, estuary, salt marsh, coral reef, all these are example of marine ecosystem. And all of you know that when we talk about the ecosystem, this is very important to understand what is habitat. This is a living place, dwelling place of the animals, and ecosystem actually provide them a space for living. Now come on, try to understand ecological diversity. It is a type of biodiversity based on the variation of ecosystem. So this is the reason I told about the habitat and different types of ecosystem found in the region or the variation in the ecosystem over the whole planet. पूरे planet पे जितने भी ecosystem है उसमें variation. Ecological diversity include variation in both, that is terrestrial as well as aquatic ecosystem. All the ecosystem level in India, for instance, with its desert, we take rainforest, coral reef, wetland, any alpine meadows, there has a greater ecosystem diversity than a Scandinavian country like Norway. So that means variety of ecosystem found in our country India. This is actually just image of the alpine meadows. This is also a type of ecosystem. Coral reef type of ecosystem. Marine life. These are the type of ecosystem. So here there are three types of diversity: genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecological diversity. Genetic diversity based on the genes, their alleles, chromosomes in the same species, whereas species diversity depends on the number and richness of the species in given area or region. And ecological diversity, variety in the types of ecosystem in a region. It has taken millions of years of evolution to develop this rich diversity in nature. This is not a game of minute or second and instant. Actually, this takes millions of years of evolution to develop such type of rich diversity in nature. We could lose all that wealth in less than 2 centuries if the present rather of a species loses